First, a little disclaimer. This is in no way, shape, or form a comprehensive review of my stay at Port Orleans French Quarter. That's going to have to wait until January. Gene got a couple of days off and decided we'd get away, so we started calling around to find out who had an open room. Well, Port Orleans French Quarter had an open room. It wasn't handicap accessible, and it wasn't renovated, and it wasn't a king-size room, but it was a place to put our head at night. Oh, the Hammerand? We'll talk about that. For reasons that elude me, the construction manager over at French Quarters decided that they're going to renovate rooms while guests are still in the building. Instead of doing the whole building at one time, guests over at Building 6 are in the third floor while construction takes place below them, and we had the pounding over top of us while we were on the second floor. And it's not just a little bit, as you could hear from the pounding over top of our head. No, when we stayed over at Coronado Springs back in April, they were renovating the entire building right next to us. Did we hear it? Nope, nothing. Not a sound from it the whole time we were there. And it was major construction. As a matter of fact, over at Coronado Springs where we were, until we came around the corner, we didn't even hear constructions from the 15-story tower going up. But I want to get back over to French Quarter, and I won't even bring up the fact that they just told us on the phone that they were just changing out some carpet. Although it does kind of explain the lamp. No, what I want to talk about are the weird and sometimes dangerous sidewalks that they have over at French Quarter, and make you aware that this could be a problem if you're in a wheelchair. Okay, let's start from the beginning. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not an expert on the ADA. But I do know how to read. And I know that the ADA came out in 1990, and this place opened up in May of 1991. So the ADA standards are applicable. However, Disney's Fantasy World comes into play here, because even though it looks like it, this isn't a street. So Disney could argue that the requirement for curbs, ramps, and transitions at every corner doesn't apply because, well, it's not a street. Now, you'll also find that their use of street lamps and the hitching posts keep you from taking your wheelchair down to the corners where you might accidentally fall off. So in a way, I guess it's kind of a safety feature. But I did notice when I came out of the back of the check-in that the curb ramps and transitions aren't marked with any type of paint. And it's kind of dark back there, so you really do have to be careful and look to see where those ramps are to get down into the street. Basically what I'm telling you is, don't bother using the sidewalks at all. They're not there for wheelchairs, and you won't be able to use them. One of the other problems you're going to encounter riding around in a wheelchair is going to be these golf carts. They're all over the place. It does kind of ruin the magic. It takes you out of the moment. And why don't they switch over to electric golf? No, I'm not going to talk about this. I've got enough video and still pictures to do a whole video just on golf carts, and I'll do that some other time. Now, what I want to talk about is a problem we encountered with the construction companies. And it was one we encountered when we decided we'd head off to the pool one afternoon. Leaving our building, we made the right onto rue-de-bega, and no, I'll never stop laughing at that one. And this is what I encountered. Now remember, I can't use the sidewalks. There's no ramps or transitions on either one side of it. And they've got the trailer plunged right in the middle there. There's no way for me to go either way to get around this trailer. And no, my big wheelchair doesn't fit next to it. See, what I'd really like to do is tell you about the changes at the food court, both good and bad, and the really fantastic time we had at the pool. But that's going to have to wait until the full report in January. For now, I just wanted to let you know to be careful while you're traveling in the wheelchairs. If you liked the video, why don't you go ahead and subscribe? And when you do subscribe, don't forget to hit that bell icon. That way you'll be notified next time I upload a video. Thanks for watching. See you next time.